Right, a good afternoon, YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony Muse with Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're going to clean out some of this crap in my inventory. Stuff that I don't need and don't use no more. Check what else I have to get rid of here. Woolen robe. Can't convert you. Don't want to convert you. Can't convert you. So close on a lot of things. It'll do for now. Okay, why we're here first, rather than going off and looking for the relic that we're looking for, is because it's been a day since I last checked my squadron, and I want to go check them. Yeah, it doesn't get me personally jack diddly doing the squadron missions, but I'm doing it because I want to get that first lieutenant. Because as anybody who's ever been in the military knows, the difference between a private and a second lieutenant is you can train the private. Well, that won't too. Let's go see what her history is. When above a duty's recommended level, physical ability is adjusted by 10%. Okay, so that'll get you a level. Okay, we can get back to it. So we need to get to Ugamoro Mines for this dungeon, or for this relic. If I remember right, Ugamoro, yep, it's going to be out of Lenosha. Now, one good thing now that I'm level 50 is I can do all of those trials, or all of the roulettes, and get actual tombstones now. Which would be a wise thing to do because, well, tombstones of poetics are good for leveling anything and everybody early on. Speaking of which, I need to see if I can afford anything for her yet. I can get a ring if I need it. Well, actually, I really do need rings, don't I? Well, you know what the first thing we're doing when we're done getting this is, then? Off to Mordana. Crap. Okay, you want to fight? Fine. Didn't get one here. Says from a treasure coffer in Ugamoro. I haven't seen a treasure coffer yet. No treasure coffer there. No treasure coffer there. No treasure coffers here either. Only other explanation is if it's way, way, way up there in that little tiny corner. If it's up here, I'm not going to be happy. It's up here. You know what? Screw this. I know an easier way to do this. Oh, I have to be a white mage to click the box? Okay. I can't even get near that chest because of the boss fight right here. All this to try to get to a treasure chest up there. Well, we'll get to it as soon as we're done killing you. Or as soon as the time runs out, at least. It's a shame that none of this matters. Now return that to Geralt. That wasn't that hard now that I finally got there. I keep forgetting what he wants, but I remember this is a long chain of doing this dungeon and that dungeon and the other dungeon, as well as trials. I have to do all the hard modes over again. Good thing I'm a healer and I won't have a queue to do it, worry about. Also got to remember to get to Mordona and spend what few poetics I've got. Because I know things change once you're 50 and you begin to hate life as a healer. At least that's what I've been warned. Thank you kindly. With Thyrus for company, Atoa Kant roamed the realm, lending a helping hand to the folks he met in his travels. Seems he couldn't do much to help himself when he was never heard again, and neither was the staff. Why would he have it? It was the last of his blood, etc., 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 etc. We already heard all of that. Well, bugger me! And never in my wildest, drunkest dreams did I imagine you'd actually find the bloody thing. Bah, so I'll have to fire up the forge after all. Having said that, the relic's in worse shape than I thought. I didn't like to survive much bound in this state. Truth be told, I'd be worried about sneezing near it. We're gonna have to find a new host what'll give itself for the restoration. Bring me a madman's whispering rod, one with 2 grade 3 quick tongue materia melted into it, and that'll serve as a vessel to the restored relic. Remember, that's 2 grade 3 quick tongue materia. Aught less than you'll get not from me, no matter how many slips of paper you wave in my face. Well, first we're going to go to Mordona, then we're going to go start trolling the marketplace. That's Mark III quick tongues it's asking for specifically there, fan. Now off to Olda, where I'm going to go troll the marketplace and probably get rid of a bunch of crap anyway. Find myself actively enjoying these Mountain Dew throwbacks. And again, this isn't a sponsorship in any way, shape, or form. And without the corn syrup masking all the flavor of everything else, you can actually taste the citrus in them. Oh, Jesus. Sad thing is, it's worth it. Let me actually see if there's a way to get that on the cheap. Nope, it's crafted alchemist gear. Well, worth it. Two quick tongue materia. I'm going to be in the Olda marketplace getting rid of a bunch of crap. A funny thing is, I've got a Quick Tongue 4. But it's Quick Tongue 3s we need specifically. And these rank 1 material are going for like 2,000 and change. The rank 1 materials are going for legitimately more than the rank 4. Figure that one out. Seeing those high numbers, I used to think it was just people being jokes. But now more and more I'm starting to believe that that's people funneling money. Okay. Where are you going? I'm following you. I'm following you. I'm following you. Thank you kindly, buddy. I appreciate that. Now to find the melder. Now to get back to Geralt. I want you to know I really appreciate that, man. That was very kind of you to help me out that way. Oh. Something I found out. Everybody's been complaining about YouTube demonetizing things. And that you really can't be properly monetized until you have 10,000 viewers on your channel. I've only got around 6,000. And while I can't speak of the specifics, I've actually made some money this month. I think it's YouTube Red revenue. Okay. He's complaining on me, bringing him one. Okay. I see what you say to me now, buddy. Ah, 'tis a fine base you've brought me. Aye, just the thing to host your relic. I've merged what was left of the relic to the host weapon, so the groundwork's done. But don't go jumping for joy just yet. There's still more to do. I need work on the finishing touches, but due to the reinforcement work I've had to do, the weapon's proven rather stubborn to shape. To get around this, we need some alumina salts, a substance made by grinding the rock called alumina into fine grains. Unlucky for you, though, it ain't easy to get a hold of. Mayhap you already know this, but there's species out there that devour the prey whole. Some of them swallow rock state with a digestion. The Dorn Chimera, what terrorizes the central highlands of Kurthus, happens to swallow alumina salts for this purpose. Slay the bugger and bring me the alumina salts, and I'll get back to the finishing touches on your weapon. So, basically, he's trying to get me killed. He's pounding on what's essentially a stick. But pounding on a book, you've got a point there. If I remember correctly, we've got to do the Dorn Chimera, we've got to do a Hydra, we've also got to do Amdapor Keep, and Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan hard modes, all. Those 3 hard modes being required for a Relic Reborn are part of why, when 2.5 came out, they just expected people to already have it. Well, that's just one more trial to add to the list. Well, you said you wanted to join me. You want a tank or DPS for this? I'll leave that one up to you, pal. Gotcha. Well, in that case, I'm queuing this up for a Relic Reborn to the Chimera, then. Oh, we're actually going to get some tombstones from this. Don't you just love DPS or healer and tank queue combined? And yet still, we're going to have fun finding people to do this one. How much you want to bet we get a bunch of people who haven't ever done it before and have no damn clue what they're doing? What's even funnier, you know the hard mode boss, hard mode trials, how today all people really care about for them is glamours. Back in the day, people used to run them over and over and over just to get the weapon, because at the time, an item level 70 weapon was a damn good thing. Love that white mage gear. Never thought I'd see myself in it, because I usually don't like healing. But I've been having fun healing in this game. And that ought to do pretty good for me. There we go. It's popped. Have fun tanking this, pal. Because, you know, with your Dark Knight, you're probably going to be the best geared for it. Right? You need the tombstones to do that quickly, popping into item level 90, but you're right. But I remember back in the day, before, well, when Binding Coil of Bahamut only had the first turn, when item level 90 weapons were the best. Whoa, tombstones. Lots of tombstones. I'm giving my comm to the other healer for healing us through that. And I got 2 commendations, even though I was a crap healer in that. And it's time to get back to Geralt. Ring around the rosy. I'm assuming you got a couple accommodations in there too for being main tank fan. Aww. I mean, I wasn't barely even healing it very well. At least by my opinion. Trying to keep that many people healed just didn't... And what irritated me is usually people who I was getting a heal cast on, the other person's heal hit before mine did. Just a dozen more kettles and it's off to the tab. You again? What in the seven hells do you want this time? Here's your alumina salts. And of course the adventurer comes back triumphant. Should have bloody known that not even the Chimera will be able to put you out of my misery. Like I said, he's trying to get my ass killed. Hand over the alumina salts and I'll get right to work. A lot of iron for a wooden stick. There, the deed's done. I've squeezed every ounce of my skill to restore your weapon, and I think you'll agree it looks the part. There's just something missing somehow, though I'm buggered if I know what. Piece just lacks a certain glow, as it were. We'll need to learn more about the relic. Literature surrounding the heroes associated with it would be a fine place to begin, but it ain't exactly a scholarly sort, and I haven't the slightest inkling where to get my hands on the stuff. Much I hate to say it, Rowena's probably the one to talk to. Thing is, I'd sooner shove hot kettles up my ass sideways than know that thrice damned Herod in another debt. You're gonna have to make yourself useful once again. Go talk to her. But I'm just thinking, ow! You know, that's a rather graphic way of saying you don't want help, man. Good God. Good Lord. Nope. Not taking the port. Thank you, though. Gotta speak to Rowena here. What do you want, lady? You're looking a bit more run down than before. You dealing with Geralt taking your toll? I forget I even asked. My mouth tastes of bile if I so much as think of that sorry specimen. So is there something you need? Literature on the hero of old who once wielded your weapon? I reckon you can find what you need. Might take a bit of time is all. Of course, this ain't a charity I'm running here. I can get you what you want, but you'll have to do likewise for me. I'll track down literature onto a the wandering Pagel. For your part, you need to bring me an Amdapor glyph. Etc., etc., go run Amdapor Keep. Okay, fan? Well, we know what we're doing next. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll queue us up. You literally named yourself Fartson? Seriously, man? Seriously. Grow the hell up, dude. Whichever, man, whichever. Just tell me when you're ready and I'll pop us. Come on, man. That cutscene can't be all that interesting. Well, it's inauspicious when the tank goes AFK right at the beginning of the dungeon. Come on, man. Get that soul collector. Yeah, red mages are... Y'all are killing stuff also all sorts of good. We're gonna be fine through here. Running a little bit slow, but rather slow than dead. We're at this weird spot where I can heal her easily, but my heals aren't doing as much as I would like. Oh no! Oh, that's the Cortana Nexus doing that. Dalamud will rise once again. That reminds me of the South shall rise again. I keep expecting the thing he summons to play a banjo. Well fought, everybody. Got Warlock's Tights here. That's going to be for caster DPS, I think. No, I could use them. They don't mean jack diddly to me, though. I got you. See, we didn't die. We're good. Well, that was a bit dangerous, but we survived. We're good, man. We're good. But yeah, I just jumped off there. Well, we're not too bad off. That was painful. Okay, warlock patterns. Nope. Where'd the tank go? They're already up in front pulling. Jeez. Yep, they're pulling. Go ahead, big pull. You're good. You're good. I love it when tanks listen, even when they can't hear me. We survived. No harm, no foul. You're good. You might not survive this one, though. He's pulling the other Dolahan. Shit. Come on, pull the other Dolahan. Oh, you got it. We're good. Back in the day, this would have been seen as an amazingly fast run of Amdapor. book for a white mage, or for a scholar. Shame we don't need it. Double comms. Now to speak to Rowena. Clear on the deal, then run along and fulfill your part of it. Ah, good on ya. This is exactly what I was after. You've honored your part of the bargain, and I'll do the same. Deliver a copy of Interview with the Pagel. You know that's a riff on Interview with the Vampire. Oy vey. Thank you for the erase, by the way. Kept trying to use Medica to get people up some healing, but I realized A, the potency on Medica is pretty ass. B, the range is even bigger ass. Technically, I should be using Cure 3 in situations like that, except for one problem. I think you need to be a lot closer with Cure 3. Yeah, it's only a 6-yard radius versus a 13. Or versus a 15, rather. So it's great if everybody's all nice and huddled up. Nobody was all nice and huddled up. Back to pestering me so soon. Judging from the smirk on your face, I found it. I take it you found what you needed. This text is about Otoa Kant, alright, but gods, would it have killed the bugger that wrote it to use more normal bloody words? It'll take me bleeding moons to get through this lot. Time I could be spending on kettles. Gah. Well, I tried to make head or tail of it all. Why don't you take this here unfinished Thyrus and try it out? As I mentioned before, it's still missing something, but it's all there shape-wise, meaning it should serve you just fine as an ordinary weapon. See, it is you're a ripe old white mage, mayhap you'll be able to feel out exactly what it wants for. That's to say, get out there and fight some nasty foes. Otoa Kant must have done so back in the day. Ugamoro Mines, okay, take it against some quarrymen, priests, and beadsmen, 8 of each. So I need to go kill some people in Ugamoro. Yay. Way back to Outer Lenosha. Good news? The unfinished Thyrus has better stats than my Ethereal Sprouting Rosewood for vitality and mind, and also for main magic damage. Bad news, it really kind of sucks for everything else. So 8 priests, 8 quarrymen, 8 beadsmen. That shouldn't be a problem. But they're Ugamoro priests, quarrymen, and beadsmen, so they're going to be up in here. Oh, you're coming to help? Thank you, man. Here we go. One moment, everybody. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. That was about my mother's health. More than that, it's not my business to say. Okay. Requirement. It's good having friends in low places. With all these fates running around, it's hard to see what I need. Our quarrymen. Not found any of the priests yet. Got another one down in here. Another beadsman, still no priests. Okay, so we're 3 and 3 and 0 of 8, 8 and 8. Got 2 more down this way, it shows. Wrong way. We got one down this way, though. Okay. Finally, my first priest. We're only a third of the way through this after we kill this dude here. Thank you again very much for joining me here, man. I really appreciate it. Why don't we just kill that patriarch? He's going to follow us around every time we come through here. We don't need to. It's only going to be he's only got 2 minutes left in it before he's disappeared anyway. But yeah, that was a really important call that I had to take there, fan. Two up there. Here's one of the priests we need. And another beadsman, actually. Priests are the hard part to find of all of this. Who knew it would be such a challenge to murder clergy? Down to needing 6 priests and two beadsmen. And again, Fen, I want you to know I really appreciate you helping me, buddy. I don't know how I would do things so quickly without you around to help, man. You know, and that's a fact. Okay, so now we're needing 5 priests and 1 beadsman. Now we're needing 4 priests and 1 beadsman. Not sure where to go from here. Not seeing priests on the map. Unless we just want to sit in that upper northern room and wait for them to respawn. Probably be faster that way, actually. Yep, they're already respawning. Yep, they've respawned. Let's just kill them. I know there's really no point in purpose to doing this with the grind being so heavy as it is. I might as well just go for an augmented ironwork stick, but it's the principle of the thing. I want people to understand the suffering we did back in the old days. Back when you had to go walk 5 miles through 3 feet of snow uphill both ways to get things done. Did you just summon a... Was that big ass demon up there you, man? Because I can't focus on these guys in front of me. Yep, might as well help y'all. We're just waiting on Priest to spawn. And there is already our 2 priests. And here's our last priest that we need right here. Then it's back down to Geralt. Yep, back to Geralt. Ring around the rosy. A Choco Keep that I forgot to get all this time. Now let's see what you say, you big pain in my ass. Back already? By the frown you're wearing, I take it you've nothing to show for your time with the kobolds. Might be as you want for better sport. I know just the creature what'll give it to you. The Hydra what reigns over the fiends within Halatali. Nasty piece of work. Try not to piss your britches when you see it. Now we gotta go to Thanolin. Yay. Now, for all this that I'm doing, I can't guarantee yes or no that I'm going to keep my main job being healer. To be fair, I don't want to have to go into all of the healers should DPS politics that people get into at level 50 or at level 60 plus. So chances are just the same that I'm probably, after I get all of this work done and get to be in a reasonably geared level 50 healer, that's what I'm probably going to stay. And fam, we've got a Hydra to go eat. You ready to go for that? And again, thank you for helping me with all of this. I really greatly appreciate it, man. More than I could properly express. Oh, let's go wreck us a Chimera then. Or not a Chimera, but a Hydra. And it was almost instant. Okay. Interesting thing, that Dorn Chimera, that is a direct reference to Final Fantasy V, where it was a wandering random, you know, powerful enemy for your level at the time. And naturally the Lolder takes a pain. Feared, I can't do Jack Diddley. Don't run me into the fire. Don't run me into the fire. That went quick and relatively painless. Now, and I got commendations. How about you, fan? Do you get combos for that? And back to Geralt. Ha 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 ha. Saw that one coming. Off tank decided to main tank? It was weird because I was having to heal you. And you had a weird debuff on you that, you know, I was popping a Cure 2 on you and you were only taking 300 HP worth of healing. Didn't know if that was a debuff I could get rid of or not. I see that I can afford another Ironworks bit accessory, but I'm not going to get it. I want to save up just because I don't know how many tomestones I'm going to need for this thing. You're still alive? Why the hell do you adventurers have to be so goddamn sturdy? I was bloody sure you'd be Hydra dung by now. But what's done is done, or in this case, not done. Anyway, let's talk about that text you brought. It contains the writing of a thaumaturge of Arzeneth Ossuary. Bloke wrote of his meeting with our Pajali friend, who was paying a visit to Ulda at the time. Can't blame the man for wanting to have himself a bit of fun, eh? Their conversation bored me right to tears, but you'll be pleased to hear the name Thyrus did eventually appear. As you're no doubt aware, wood's the most common material used in the making of conjuring arms. But seeing as the Toakant's staff was wrought from stone, our thaumaturge decided to inquire as its making. Of course, being a Pajal, Toa gave his answer in the form of a bloody riddle. I'll spray the heartache and give it to you plain. Thyrus is made of petrified wood, and there lies our problem. I went and used ordinary stone to fill the missing bits, and it obviously didn't do the trick. As you can see, I've done my research. I've also tried, I trust you've also been pulling your weight. Putting the relic to use, like I said. Well, go on, tell me what you learned. Is that so? Well, I'd wondered about that. Based on what we've gleaned from your first-hand experience, I'll rework the relic so as to improve your affinity with it. Hand it over for a second, will you? Oh. I have to equip something else. There, the deed's done. That leaves us with one last step. That is, fully immerse in the old relic, the new host, and the soul of the bearer. Aye, that's you. Only then can the weapon be to its former glory. But to do this, I need a fire hotter than the seventh hell. And to keep such a fire alive and raging, I need a wind that's fiercer than the hangover I had last week. Guy, you know what I mean. Just give me a white hot temper, a howling gale, and a chunk of hyperfuse ore, and I'll finish the bloody weapon. I need me a bottle of Orazatsan quenching oil to cool it off. Oh, and it's only 30 poetics. Okay. We got this. We could have that artifact today if we or in the next 30 minutes if we push it. So, you ready to marathon run 3 different trials there, fan? Just give me the word and I'll start popping us. Rightio then. And wouldn't you know, it's the DPS holding us up for a change. You kidding me? Here we go. I have to say, that is one of the most badass poses I have seen. The Dark Knight with their two-hander like that. Oh shit. Don't stand in the fire. Somebody stood in the fire. Nails, people. We did it. We did it. We got him. What we got for loot? An Ifrit's astrologer piece. Item level 60. It used to be item level 70. Now we've got Garuda Hard. And bam. And waiting on a DPS yet again. Well, it's not that hard to press a button, fellas. Come on. Not looking forward to doing Titan hard, I'll tell you that for damn sure. Is this the same thing again? Good lord. We're in. we got there. Giving it to the other healer this time, Fan, I am sorry to say. Garuda's Tail. Conjurer. Conjurer Stick. Item level 80 or 70 Conjurer Stick. Wasn't too bad. And now time to do Titan hard mode. Gods help us. Gotta thank that healer for keeping me alive. No combos for me. Now I need to... Wait. These ought to... Okay, right? These ought to get the quenching... Or the levels of heat I need, which leaves just that quenching oil. The cool things offer. Okay. Poetics from Oriana and Revenant's Toll. Okay, Revenant's Toll. Four comms? You earned it, man. You earned it. I, on the other hand, died as a healer, so I didn't really earn any comms that go around, I don't think. Besides, that other healer was doing my job, his job, and everybody else's job. Good God. We are about to actually finish a Relic Reborn. Because I believe, yep, we are. Because getting him that quenching oil gets us over the top. Here's your quenching oil. Keep your shirt on. Or rather, put your shirt on. You've done your part, so I'll do mine. Watch now and try not to bat your eyelids, as it ain't every day you get to see a Relic Reborn. Mwahaha! Mwahaha! These God-given hands worked yet another miracle. Feast your eyes on Thyrus just as it was in the days of yore. 'Tis a sight to move a man to tears, you lucky bastard. You bloody well better take care of it. Okay, now how do I get a Zenith? Forgot how to do the Zenith. Oh. Okay, I'm going to need 3 Thavnarian Mists. And those are only 20 tomestones. No kidding. So it's back to Mordona. Once I get this done, I'm probably going to bail because I've got dishes I got to get done. Now, I remember back in the day when what I'm doing right now was end-game content. And yeah, it was literally waiting time, sometimes of weeks, in-game weeks, to get a group together to do Titan Hard Mode. Back when Titan Hard Mode was one of the hardest things. There were literally some free companies on the server I played on at the time, Midgard Zormer, I believe, that were selling completions to Titan Hard Mode. No, they were literally saying, we've got a group that can do Titan Hard Mode. If you need it for your relic, pay us several 100,000 gil and we'll take you through it. Back when several 100,000 gil was a lot of money. Even better, it glows. That is awesome. Up in arms, girl. It seems to be in a spot of bother. It's you! Gods, I never thought I'd be glad to see ya. Just the other day, this old bloke from a faraway land suddenly appeared. He's been bugging me ever since, asking about putting souls in relics or something. None of it makes a whit of sense to me. Can't the man see how busy I am pounding kettles all bloody day? I ain't got time to be humoring the elderly. What's more, you're the one with the relic, ain't that right? If there's anyone this Jalzan bloke ought to be bothering, I reckon it's you. Run along and keep the old coot off my back. Zodiac weapons. The saga begins. Okay, that was good. Now I feel proud of myself getting that horse shit done. Really do. That was very, very satisfying getting all of that completed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and log out for now. I've got stuff I got to get done. Now, I know there is absolutely no point in purpose for me doing this. I could just go level up in the Palace of the Dead and get myself a Pajali or Kenna weapon, or just save and go right to a Shire weapon if I really wanted it. I'm doing this for me. I want one of these. I would be happy to get my relic all the way up to the best you could get it in Heavensward if I had my druthers, just to see the quest. Anyway, thank y'all very much for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. This has been Harmony Muse. I will be back later tonight. probably after 6, maybe 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you and have a good evening.